Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Cancer is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Cancer, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. Six of Pentacles. You are somebody right now who has the opportunity to work with a team, okay? I feel like you're generally a very solitary person. I think you kind of like doing things your own way. You kind of like doing things like off by yourself somewhere, right? Right now there's a lot of value in the cooperation for you, okay? Whether this is family, friends, coworkers, collaborators. I feel like it's a very good time for you to reach out for more collaboration. Make an effort to say yes to any kind of a group effort or some kind of creative collaboration or working with other people, okay? To kind of to establish yourself as part of the team, okay? And maybe it kind of goes against your nature a little bit, but it will be very good for you. Okay, this is a card of success. This is the card of kind of everybody bringing something to the table. Everybody is contributing, okay? And I think that, right now you have something really awesome to contribute. And so it's perfect for you to bring that to the table right now, whatever the table might be. Maybe it's a potluck. Maybe it's a work thing, right? Let's put this card into a little bit of context. Let's see what this energy is all about. See, there is the Six of Swords now. Harmony and harmony. Beauty and beauty. It's an opportunity for you to really sell it, The Six of Swords as a card of communication, as a card of beauty and harmony in the mental realm, okay? So I think like the people around you, the members of this group, the members of the team or of the family or of the friends, it's kind of like there's a shared purpose, there's a shared goal, and there's a lot of agreement. It feels like this is a rare time in life where everybody's getting along, and everybody has the same ideas. Everybody's like vibing with each other, and everybody is like, everybody's focused on the same objectives. Everybody has their own special contributions, right? But there's a network, and there's a flow, and there's a harmony between all of those different components. So I feel like it really is, it's a very significant alignment taking place in your life right now. Yeah, I want you to claim this reading, right? Type claimed in the comments for me. Okay, this is going to be very good. A lot of harmony already. Let's see what's underneath the surface. Wheel of Fortune. Yes. This is it. This is a rare window where everything that you do, every word that comes out of your mouth is going to just flow like butter, right? Flow like I don't know what. It's going to be a time for you to give your pitch, to communicate. The things that you say and the way that you say them are going to lead to growth, improvement, prosperity. Okay, so get out there and start making connections, start talking to people, start collaborating, start conversations, start discussions. Negotiations are going to be very profitable for you right now. Okay, anyway, let's keep going. What's behind you? More air energy, fixed air, Prince of Swords, Prince of Pentacles, Princess of Pentacles. Okay, so this is kind of about your commitment. It's that you believe in something so strongly, and you're committed. See, we have air and earth here, air and earth here. And in a way, we kind of have air and earth here too. So anything that's in your mind, any plans that you have right now, start putting them into motion. right? Start collecting the resources, start making the phone calls, start writing the contracts, start getting everybody's, getting everybody's commitment. Yeah, start gathering those kind of the resources. It's going to be really good. Over here we have the Fool, and we have an 8 of Swords, and we have a 7 of Wands, and we have a 9 of Swords. Yeah, you don't want to, the self-doubt, I think that we kind of see on this. You don't want to keep doing things the same way that you've been doing them. You don't want to overthink things. You don't want to self-sabotage right now. Okay? Because I feel like you have something worthwhile to say and something worthwhile to contribute, but there's that part of you that kind of doubts yourself. There's that part of you that is like too self-conscious, right? Because right now we need your general energy to be the Fool. Don't care what people think, right? That you're out there and you are like, I don't know if you're like going into a sales position, or if you're trying to sell something, or you're trying to secure the cooperation of other people, right? You don't want to let your mind get in the way of that right now. You don't want to let your insecurities or your self-doubt, you kind of want to let it flow forth from you without any kind of regard to what other people are really going to think. Because the Fool is a big fat 0. The Fool has no sense of self. The Fool is just acting spontaneously from their own nature. Okay? Now's not the time for you to like censor yourself or inhibit yourself. Filter what you're saying. No, it's kind of like just let it come out. Trust that the words will be there when you need them, because you're working on something that really it's going to be tremendous profit for you. I think it's going to change your whole life. You don't want to sabotage it. Okay? This is a big warning energy on this side here. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it right here with Big Red Ant right on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any moment during this message you feel like you might know what that card might be, put your prediction in the comments down below the video. Okay? Leave me a comment right now. Let me know that this is resonating with you. Okay? As we look around the room, we see only two major arcana energies. It is the Fool and the Wheel of Fortune. The Fool is trusting the universe, trusting yourself, trusting something deep inside of you that kind of knows what it's talking about. So this is a card of science, right? So anyway, we have our two majors. We have fire. We don't have any water. What we have is a little bit of fire. Then we have air, earth, more earth cards, okay? So not a lot of water. And very little fire. What we have is the air, the thoughts, the knowledge, the harmony of your mind, your ability to express yourself verbally to other people, okay? Or maybe in writing, I don't know, you know what I mean. Trusting that you know the information. So maybe this is like you're going to go... Maybe you are giving some kind of a presentation or some kind of a sales pitch. Maybe this is you're going to go give a lecture or some kind of a talk. Maybe you're taking a quiz or taking a test, right? Let's say it's a test. This is you going into the room knowing the information, not doubting yourself, not questioning yourself, not second-guessing yourself. You're confident that you know the answer, and you're letting that confidence write the answer on the paper. Kind of in a way, kind of going with your gut a little bit. Believing in yourself that you know the answers, that you have the information, okay? This is a very smart card. It's a card of science, right? So to me, it feels like you've studied the material. You know this thing. You know the ins and outs of something. You're kind of an expert at it. You need to behave as if that were true. Okay? You're behaving like someone who belongs here, well, because you do, because you know the material. Okay? So I like these two cards. This is a harmony in your beliefs and a harmony in your actions. Okay? You're behaving from a place of certainty, from a place of belief. You're behaving as if you had the knowledge, because you do. Okay? And with the Wheel of Fortune underneath, this is a card of expansion. This is a card of growth. I feel like right now you have an opportunity to really build something. I don't know if this is like your business. Now you can really sell it. Now you can really expand everything. It's a moment or a window for tremendous profit and prosperity. I think you know that you're kind of meant for something really, really big. Yeah? And in a way, you have to believe that you deserve it. You have to believe that that it's real and that it's happening. And then you behave as the person who can do, can make it real. This is the card of trusting in the universe. This is the card of divine timing. Okay? And I think that there's going to be a lot of doors opening for you. But you have to be able to kind of negotiate the passage through those doors, which means you have to believe in yourself. You need to act from a place of confidence. Not the fiery, arrogant confidence, but the confidence of somebody that kind of knows the material, knows the answers, they know their stuff. Okay? And I think that you will be experiencing a lot of increase, a lot of profit and prosperity. And I think things are going to happen fast. Okay? I think that you're entering a time of your life where all of your negotiations are going to result in your benefit. That your communications are going to be very well received. You're going to be very influential, let's say, over other people. Okay? And it's a time for you to speak from that place of confidence. And people can tell. If you're talking about something and you don't really believe it, people can tell, like, oh, that's someone that kind of doubts themselves. They're not really sure what they're saying. I think that you're coming from a place of confidence where you do believe in what you're saying, and people can tell. And I think it's extending the reach that you have. It's expanding your influence in life right now. Maybe you're a business owner. Maybe this is at school, at home, at work. I don't know. In the background, however, you have a Prince of Swords. That is a fixed air energy. To me, this is somebody that that sort of has a belief, and nothing is going to push them off course in that belief. Okay? So you're entering in a situation as somebody that deserves to be there. Whether this is a new job or some other kind of relationship, whether this is a new industry, you're kind of like, you're stepping into the door there as somebody who believes in themselves and knows that they deserve to be there. You know that you have something very valuable to contribute to this group. Okay? Which suggests to me that maybe there was a time where you didn't quite have that self-confidence, that you didn't always believe in yourself, and so maybe it took a lot for you to really approach this opportunity. Like maybe this is a job interview, you know what I mean? Maybe it's your first day on the job or whatever. I feel like you finally acknowledge that, like, you have what it takes to do this, that you deserve this opportunity as much as anybody else. This is a belief in you. Maybe this is, maybe this is about a romance or something, right? It could be. Feeling as if you are on the same level as somebody else, and so that it's almost like you're giving yourself permission to go talk to them. You know? And I think that it's the acknowledgement that you're on even footing with somebody. that they're not better than you or greater than you, because that's what the sixes are really all about. Especially the Six of Pentacles, it's a round table. Okay? So nobody's better than anybody else. It's kind of saying you're bringing something unique and special and different to the table. It's just as valuable as what anybody else is bringing. You deserve a seat at this table. Whether it's friends, family, coworkers, it doesn't really matter. It could be one person or several people. I feel like it's probably a group of people. But feeling as if there's some kind of an equality there. Yeah? Up above the surface, you have your Prince of Pentacles. That's a builder energy. That's a consistency. Okay? This is somebody that doesn't quit, that doesn't give up. This is somebody who is a very hard worker. This is somebody that shows up every day and has the discipline and the tenacity and the perseverance to do the job until it's done right. You believe you know how to do it, and you have the discipline to do it. Okay? Whatever success you're trying to build right now, you have to believe in your plan. And then you have to be willing to, of course, do the work to build this thing. Because the Six of Pentacles is a card of success. It's success after worry. So I think that whatever you commit yourself to right now, whatever plan you're trying to enact or execute, whatever blueprint you're trying to materialize, or that you're working from, whatever plan you have is going to be very successful. You've got to believe it, and you've got to do the work. And the Princess of Pentacles is going to transform into the Empress. Okay? This is the card right now that's kind of like saying, it doesn't look like much. Nothing's growing here. This is what you believe in. There's potential here. You're looking at this plot of land and you're thinking, this is going to be where we build everything. This is where we build the empire, And right now it doesn't look like anything except for dirt. Dried up trees and leaves and twigs and stuff. There's no life here. There's no verdant energy. There's no abundance here. But you believe in it. You believe in yourself. You believe in your plan. And you're going to get the cooperation of whoever you need to get the cooperation from. And you're going to bring out all the abundance that is under the surface in this situation. Okay? You're the right person for the job, basically. Okay? Because this is the card that really has the potential to develop into the paradise. Okay? You're the one with the plan. You're the one with the vision. You're the one that's going to do the hard work, and I believe, kind of lead this project. And it's going to pay off. It's going to bear fruit. Okay? I want you to claim this reading right now. Give me a yes in the comments if you're still with me. The Fool as your general energy. By the way, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. The Fool energy as your general energy is someone that isn't self-conscious, doesn't worry about what other people think, okay? Isn't inhibiting themselves, and may even appear a little bit silly to others, It really is a kind of confidence that doesn't have to really wear like a mask or a persona. You're not putting on airs. You're real. You are who you appear to be. Okay? And I think that this is kind of like, this is a 0 point. This is walking into the situation knowing that whatever potential is here is up to you to start that quest, to start that journey, to initiate it, to build it, to grow it, to make it happen. Okay? The Fool is the hero of the story. The Fool is the one who, with a purpose, becomes a knight of the Holy Grail. It's like, this is your quest and you're the only one that can do it. Okay? I think you're somebody right now that is kind of like abandoning all baggage, letting go of everything and really taking a leap, taking a chance. I think you're going after something really, really big that maybe back in the day you would have just said, nah, there's no way. Like, this isn't for someone like me. This is for bigger people, better people, whatever, right? You're leaping into something. You're taking that leap off the cliff. You're taking a step into the unknown. And you're choosing to believe that the universe is going to carry you forward here. That your hard work, paired with a little bit of good fortune, is going to lead to all the success and fulfillment. You're taking a big leap. You're going after something that, you know, maybe at one point in your life you felt was so far above you, okay, that you never would have reached out to this person, or you never would have tried to make contact, or you never would have applied for this job, or gone on this audition, or went for this interview. But now I think you have this attitude like, I deserve this kind of success, or this kind of harmony, or love, or peace, or joy, or whatever. That you deserve this win as much as anybody else. Okay? You're not looking at yourself as being very small, and this other thing as being very, very big, and you're just, no, it's not for little old me. You believe that you have just as much right to try as anybody else. Okay? And that's why I feel like the communication is really a big part of this. It's like you're reaching out to somebody that you never would have reached out to before, because you felt like they were on a different level than you, right? And it almost kind of feels like this is something that you used to believe was out of your league. And now you're thinking, no. Why? Why should that be? Okay? The Eight of Swords in the environment or in the relationship, don't let your insecurities sabotage this. Okay? Be confident in how you communicate. I believe there's something here about you reaching out to somebody. Okay? And be confident in your communications. Be charming and strategic. Be witty. All right? Don't let your insecurities get to you. Like, don't send too many messages at once. You know what I mean? Like, don't overdo it. Just stay calm. Don't overthink it. Don't ruminate on it. Try to be yourself. Be spontaneous. But don't let your insecurities kind of drive the car. Don't make it too complicated. In a way, it's kind of like saying, keep it simple. If you are reaching out to somebody and trying to make contact, keep it simple. Keep the conversation easy and flowing. Don't write big old paragraphs, Just be succinct, but, be friendly. Don't overdo it. Don't make it too complex. Keep it simple, okay? And in the position of the fear, worry, and concern, this to me kind of feels like that David and Goliath thing. It kind of feels like this is something that's so far out of your league that you're very surprised that you're here and you're doing this, and that it's, it seems like it's working, everything's panning out. Because this is that card that we kind of feel, in a way, inferior to something. Because you look at this Seven of Wands, you look at the 6 wands in the background, they're just nice, sturdy pieces of metal, probably, right? And they're very shiny and very decorative. And then there's this little, just kind of crooked piece of wood right in the middle, It's almost like it's out of our league, And it's kind of like that David and Goliath kind of challenge for you. I think it's taking you a lot of your energy. You're summoning everything that you have to do this, whether this is you reaching out to somebody, or going on that audition, or going for that interview, or starting this thing, or like submitting your manuscript, or, whatever it could be. It feels like this is a really huge step for you. Okay? Because maybe you're kind of like an unknown, that you're just, you're coming from the small time and you're reaching up into the big time. And you're thinking, why not? Why shouldn't you have just a big a shot to do it as anybody else? You're going after the really, really big fish here. Okay. And the 9 of Swords at the end here. Okay, that's a card of cruelty. That to me is a card of real self-sabotage. And that is, to me, a wake-up call. It is suggesting to me that you have gotten close to doing this quite a few times, but you end up kind of like stabbing yourself in the back. Okay? I think this is the realization that this is what's been missing from your life. This is Mars and Gemini. This is the pain of separation. I think you're realizing that you've been keeping yourself kind of small, that you've been unkind to yourself by not believing that you're meant for greater things. And it's kind of like, this is the threshold between like amateur and professional. Yeah. And this feels like for a long time you've been keeping yourself from going after that big fish, because feeling like you didn't deserve it, feeling like it wasn't for you, feeling like it's gonna be horrible, or that in some way it wasn't meant for you in life. Okay, this is what we have to change. You have to approach this as if you deserve to be there as much as anybody else. Stop putting yourself down. Stop talking badly about yourself. Stop thinking, I'm not going to reach out to them because, they're not going to like me anyway. Why would they like someone like me? You know, knock it off. I want to do a Language of Flowers affirmation card. And there it is. Strength. More effort will get you what you want. Okay? More effort will get you what you want. And I think that you have to be willing to put in that effort and not put yourself down, not prevent yourself from putting in the effort by thinking, it's not for me. They're not going to like me. They're not going to like it, whatever you're bringing to the table. They're not going to accept me, or like, I'm not big enough, strong enough, tall enough, short enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm too old. I'm too young. You know, stop talking to yourself that way. And instead, put in the effort. You know, instead, give it everything that you have, like you don't give a crap, pardon my language, and watch what happens. Watch how quickly you penetrate into that world when you stop holding yourself back. Now, I want to look at the mystery card. I want this to be another card of success. I really want it to be some water energy. Okay, because we go through all of this great energy, and then at the end, you're like, no, they're not going to like me. Okay? This has to be a 9 of Cups. It has to be happiness and love, and it has to be self-love, right? And it has to be you allowing yourself to pursue your happiness. Okay? I want to see some water energy. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments. Let's see. The Hierophant. Okay. Because this is somebody that's on that higher level. This is who you really have to be. Now there's a double Taurus energy. I would watch the Taurus reading if I were you. Because now the Hierophant is saying that, look, this is not someone or something that is so superior to you. You're just as smart as they are, just as capable as they are, just as talented as they are. So this is really about putting yourself on equal footing, not believing that they are some huge entity and you're just little old Cancer, that they're not even going to notice you. Okay? That they're so far out of your league that they won't even see you, a little ant crawling around on the ground. Because you believe that, and then you're not going to send the email. You're not going to send the message. You're not going to write the letter. You're not going to try. You have to believe that you are equal to them. Now, it doesn't mean that everything's going to be fine and it's just going to be instant, bliss or instant success. But you have to give yourself permission to try and believe that you're on the same level as they are. That they're not some huge giant in front of you and you're just a little old thing. Okay? So it's about that. It's about the equality, the equal footing, not feeling as if you're inferior to them and that they're so much higher up the ladder or something than you are. Maybe they are. Maybe they're way more successful and you're trying to approach them in some David and Goliath kind of way. But in terms of your intelligence, your capability, your creativity, your value, your worth, it's equal. Okay? Maybe this is about coworkers or the boss at work. Maybe technically, yeah, they're the boss. But you're approaching it as we're all contributing something and we're all sitting around a round table. We're all equal here. Okay? You're a giant too. And you have to believe that about yourself, otherwise you're not even going to try this. Spirit wants you to do it. Give me a heck yes in the comments, okay? Let me know that you're still here. We're going to do an extended reading. We'll do an I Ching hexagram. We'll do some oracle cards. There's a link in the corner. There's a link down below in the video description. New readings for Cancer Wednesdays and Sundays. Be sure to watch both readings. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you are watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we are all in this together.